Hey y'all, welcome back. Kevin Smith here, Murfreesboro, and things are a little bit switched up this week. So about a week ago, I was looking at a Kia EV6 for a second vehicle, and I couldn't do it. Um, on paper, it looks pretty decent, but after checking it out and comparing it, there wasn't a single measure that I found that I took and sided with the EV6 when comparing to a 2018 Tesla Model 3 for my needs. So I had hoped to diversify my EV experience a little bit and even be able to play with AutoPilot with the EV6 potentially. But all things considered, I had a good opportunity with a Tesla Model 3 with full self-driving for cheaper than the 2022 Wind EV6 that they had that I could look at, so I pulled the trigger and I bought a used Model 3 for the second vehicle. So for the last week, I've been driving around with this car, and I do love it. I've been using the Model Y for about 9 months, and it's been great. But I do miss my Model 3 that I had before the Model Y. So we had the opportunity for the new Model 3. I pulled the trigger, and now we have the Model 3. And I'm enjoying it. What I'm not enjoying is the radar. I say it in jest, but after 9 months of pure vision, it's a bit abrasive to the nuances of the radar. It's not, anything deal breaking. Certainly not. But it's just the subtle differences. I'm used to the vision, and I prefer Tesla Vision over Tesla radar. That's not to say that there aren't other radar solutions that maybe work great. But the current radar solution for Tesla versus the radar solution for Tesla Vision, and turned orange me, yellow, are just, I prefer Tesla Vision. The car reacts to other cars from further away, which to me ends up being a good thing when it comes to stopping and things like that, especially on wet roads. The phantom braking, people complain about phantom braking, and I understand that. For Tesla Vision, what I experience, I have quite a few small slowdowns from all kinds of different causes, potentially. I'm interpreting my own causes because it doesn't tell me. But quite a few different causes that lead to these small, what I call brake stutters. So it'll slow down 5 or 10 miles an hour, sometimes 2 to 3 miles an hour, even 1 mile an hour. And so you feel these little stutters in the driving. And that's around the things that it's trying to keep things safe. But in my 9 months with Tesla Vision, never once did I have what I call a true phantom brake. And you may have heard me say this before, that back when it was, my old Model 3, I couldn't go down Highway 96 without 2 to 3 phantom brakes that, you soil your pants. You need to change your britches after those phantom brakes. Tesla Vision, I never, in the duration of Tesla Vision, and that's the first few months, which I call the Tesla Vision beta, because it was only in the new Vision-only cars, and it wasn't the greatest. It was pretty rough around the edges as they developed it further. So that was what I call the beta period for Tesla Vision. And then the next 3 months is where they took Tesla Vision and they merged. It was stable enough, they merged it into the FSD beta version 9. Now, I never had FSD beta version 9 or any of the version 9 branch. I was at it with the public 100 safety score with version 10.2. So by then, it'd been another 3 months of me having Tesla Vision, the production version, what I consider a production ready version, that they then merged into the version 9 of the beta. And then it kind of froze. It kind of sat there on that version for basically the next 3 months. They eventually merged it up and caught it up with some of the newer features and advances they'd made in the beta build that hadn't been backported into production yet. So that got cleaned up, and so it's a very good experience in my mind. You still have the brake stutters, but again, I never experienced a phantom brake. Now, the last 3 months I've been in the FSD beta, and so I don't have a great deal of experience in the last 3 months with the production build of Tesla Vision. But in the last week, I have experience with the production build of Tesla Radar, and I don't like it. It's good. It does a great job. But it's just rough around the edges for me coming from the Tesla Vision world. Now, I thought some of this was in my head, but I'll tell you, it was day 3 on Tesla Radar, and thankfully I hadn't gotten the button working yet, and so this wasn't on my safety score. But on day 3, I had my first hard phantom braking, like I remember from the old days going down Highway 96, but this wasn't on Highway 96. But an actual poop your pants, need to change your bridges, phantom brake. It took day 3 with the Radar for me to see a phantom brake I hadn't seen in 9 months with Tesla Vision. So I do believe that my perceptions on the differences between the types of phantom brakes you experience, I do feel that they've at least partially been validated. Obviously, context differs in every situation, but 9 months of situations never produced that result. 3 days with the Radar build again, and I'm already experiencing that. Now, it's been another almost week now that I've been on the safety score, and so I haven't had another phantom brake yet like that. So perhaps it was just incidental and isn't real. I don't know. We'll see. The other real observation I've made is over the last week with the Radar build. It sure seems like I'm uncomfortable more during stopping. It's like doesn't really matter my follow distance setting, but it just doesn't start braking until much closer to the vehicle ahead than it does with Tesla Vision. And that's not usually a big deal. I feel it a little bit stressful, like when I'm like, okay, is it gonna stop? Okay, it's good. And it's not really a big deal. It's just, you start wondering, like, is it seeing them? And it shows them, it renders them in the view, you're good. It's just not prepared to stop for them until you get closer. And that's more assertive driving than what I prefer my autopilot do if I've got it on chill. And that's all well and good, but I thought it was in my head maybe. And then after 6 days on the Radar build, it was Taco Tuesday, so I needed to do my Taco Tuesday drive. So I hopped in the Model Y to do my Taco Tuesday drive, and I went out, and sure enough, the difference was completely perceivable. It slows down and stops for cars that are stopped ahead earlier. Like, it reacts to them sooner, and I couldn't believe it. I thought it was in my head, but I 100% believe it is not just in my head now after that drive. Now, I wasn't able to use FSD beta at that point for just to see the differences. I had already turned off FSD beta in the options. So after that confirmation, I went ahead and parked and turned on the FSD beta and tried to drive, but it was raining and such, so it did not allow me to use the beta. It was disabled due to bad weather. Now, I've had the beta work in the rain, and I've had the beta tell me it doesn't want to work in the rain, so I don't know what the conditions are, but I'm very comfortable with the fact that it wasn't comfortable to drive, so it told me that it couldn't do that. I'm okay with that. In that situation, I drove. Even the current production build was having a lot of troubles seeing lanes and things like that, and I completely understand. I myself, as a human, was having trouble with some of the lanes, and so it was reasonable for me. But I wasn't able to get a Taco Tuesday drive this week, so no taco this week because of weather. That's part of it. It's the real world, so we failed it this week. Maybe next week we'll have good weather, and hopefully by then we'll have the 10.11 or some subsequent build, whether it's 10.11.1 or 10.12 beta. But currently 10.11 has been halted as best I can tell. But there's been no further communication other than Elon saying that Canada's still getting it later this week. and I can't imagine they're going to give them that halted 10.11 build. So there's got to be a newer build coming, whether they release it to us or just give it straight to Canada and then come back to us later. I'm not sure. But for now, we will be on 10.10.2 beta on the Model Y, and we are on the safety score currently with 2022.4.5.3 build here in the Model 3. I am on day 7 with my 100 score, so we will see how long now that I've qualified with the 100 score and I've met the 7-day minimum requirements, and I'm just about 950 miles total, I believe, currently. I don't hide away and not drive my car. This is my car, and this is what I do with it. So, whatever. I got about 950 miles so far. I may go ahead and round it out to 1,000 today, and just call it that's the week. But I'm not real focused on it just because I don't know that. I mean, I think it's been a while since they've added new people, so it could be a while before I have beta on this car. I hope not, but really I just have to wait and see when they're going to give it to me after I meet the minimums, which will be today. So starting tomorrow, anytime they're welcome to share it with me. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know when they're going to choose to, but we'll get it when we get it. For now, we're on this radar build, and I do not enjoy it. So if you're going to take a while to add people to the beta, please, Elon, Ashok, somebody, give me the ability to opt out of the radar. Whether it's software preferences advanced, that's cool. Give me Tesla Vision. I need Tesla Vision, not radar. Please. Thanks, guys. I'll see y'all next time.